Hi everyone. Squeaky bum time now. Getting real. Um, let's try and get the Champions League. Come on, we've got this. After the Everton game, we took our anger out on on poor Monza with a 5 minute blitz of 3 goals, including a really sublime strike from Tonali, Valenti with another set piece goal, corner from a header, and then El Shaarawy. Um, Sassuolo was a moderate FMing, as you can see. They took the lead. They had 6 shots to our 22, 10 on target for us, 2 for them, 11 corners, 3, 2.94 XG, 0.42 for them. We managed the 1 goal through Nonto. It was really frustrating. We just couldn't break them down. Sampdoria, I thought was going to be another one of those games, very similar to when we played them the first time round. Esposito again getting the goal to put us ahead. Sampdoria actually did play better this time than they did last time we played them, but we held on this time. Fiorentina was an awful game. We actually did play all right. We just couldn't put the ball in the net. Their goal came against the run of play. It was a real spell of dominance for us, and then they just broke up the other end and got the goal. And obviously, we pushed, and then, they made it 2-0. After which, I sort of read the riot act to the team a bit, really. We should have won. They weren't playing well. They haven't been playing well this season. I think they're currently sat in the bottom half of the table. Yeah, they're 13th and we lost to them. So I went mad. I said, through the bottle, unacceptable. And then what happens? This guy, Nabil Bentaleb, he says, I thought you were really harsh in the way you spoke to us after that team talk. And I was like, sorry. And he said, I don't think you should have spoke to the team the way you did. Essentially, to which I replied, listen, mate, we didn't play well. I'm going to tell you if you didn't play well. And he was like, no, not happy. Think your man management was shocking. I was like, listen, mate, I'll sell you if that's the way you feel. And he literally replied, I don't believe you. He said, no, I think you're bluffing. I don't think you'll sell me over something like this. Well, I'm sorry, mate, but don't try me. 5 million he's going for to Osasuna. Fee agreed. 6 million. I signed him for free. I have very little loyalty to him. He's got 4 goals and 1 assist. So is Sestana, and Sasana's a defender, and Bentaleb has admittedly started fewer games, but he's got much, quite significant more appearances. 2 of those goals have been penalties, and let's not forget, he missed that penalty against Everton, which would have made it 2-2. Obviously, we still had a lot of work to do after that. We still would have had to have tried to get a third goal, in the last 5-6 minutes. But it was just the stones on him to be like, nah, you're bluffing. You won't sell me over this. And I was like, okay, yeah, you really don't know me. So yeah, he's going. So easy 6 million profit in 12 months, if that. Signed him on a free last season, out the door for 6 mil the following season. So yeah, no complaints there. He's gone. So after that run of form, where does that leave us? Well, we've got Udinese next, and then we've got Lazio away. We are bang level on points with Atalanta. For a time, it did look like we might have actually had a chance of catching Juve because they slipped up and we were 3 points behind them at one point. But with a draw and a defeat in our last 3 games, we've now slipped to 8 points behind them. So we are literally going head-to-head with Atalanta, who also have faltered a little bit. It's like neither of us seem to really want this top 4 space, and it's kind of allowed Hellas Verona to just sneak back up at the end. Atalanta, I think, have lost 1 and drawn 2 or something like that in their last... Oh, there we go. Drawn 2, 1, 1. Okay, so in the last 5 games, drawn 2 and drawn 3, 1, 2. Yeah, this Crotone game, I was watching this with keen interest. They equalised. They left it very, very late to equalise. This Spricati, interesting enough, actually is an ex-Parma player, so he nearly did us a massive favour. I mean, they still did. The draw did us a big favour, to be fair. Their next game, as you can see, is against Roma. They are playing just a little bit later than us, and Hellas Verona also playing a little bit later than us against Napoli. Napoli do have an outside chance of stealing that top four, but they've got to overcome a deficit of 5 points and assume that we do nothing, really. So yeah, we're playing Udinese, who we did beat 3-0 last time. And yeah, we are then playing Lazio, who have had a pretty torrid run. 1 win in 5. I mean, when does that that stretches back quite a way? That was only that win against Sassuolo was the first one since the beginning of March. You can, I hate to say it, but you can kind of see why Inzaghi got sacked. Look at that, a run of 6 defeats in a row. Yeah, I think he got sacked after the Milan game. Hopefully we can beat them. I'm kind of hoping that Sampdoria go down though, because I like to think I could pick up a few of their players on the cheap. Obviously, Mikkel Damsgaard, we all know, super versatile. He could be a really good option for us to cover that anywhere across that midfield three, especially on the wings. He could be a really good option for us there. So yeah, let's hope they go down and we can try and get them for nothing. Emil Aldero has always been a good keeper on FM. Maybe not so much this year, but on FM20 he was someone who seemed to have a lot of potential. Morton Thorsby, I think he's another one. Oh no, who am I thinking of? He's got good determination and he's a model professional. Don't really need midfield. I have identified a midfielder who we might be able to get on the cheap. Well, I'll say on the cheap, the relative cheap, probably compared to his value. In real life, he's someone I'm going to look into buying. But I'll keep that to my chest for now. So let's go. Udinese time. What do you think is going to happen? And this is the last episode of this season, by the way, guys. So do you think we're going to get the Champions League? Drop your comments below and also drop a like. Going with Conti, Akmedosic, Sistano, we're giving the game, Pizzella, Tonali, Capaldo. We're giving Gomez his first start. He's looked quite sharp when he's come off the bench. Dennis Mann, as we all know, can be a bit hit and miss. Golden behind Esposito and Nonto on the left. Arezzo has just come back from injury. He's just not fully sharp. Yeah, I just don't want to chuck him straight in at the start, so I'm going to bring him in off the bench. I'm just trying to keep players fresh because obviously Lazio is massive, absolutely massive. Here we go. So as you can see, our recent form, patchy. But Udinese's form is very similar. How angry does Llorente look? He looks fuming. Milan did get confirmed as champions as well. So the Serie A stays in Milan just with the red half rather than the blue half. Right, boys, let's go. And of course, we're playing Udinese. You should be used to seeing this by now. This is the third time we played them on camera. Their kit is practically identical to us. Nice early goal would do my nerves the world of good. I do think that part of the reason why we have struggled a little bit of late, I do wonder if it's just because players are just losing fitness maybe, or they're just burning out a little bit at the end of the season, which, I shouldn't be too harsh on them about. For the level of team we are, we are performing well above our expectations. We're achieving, way beyond what we should be. So maybe this is to be expected, this sort of tapering off towards the end of the season, but just to have been, in the Champions League spot with 4 or 5 games to go, it's going to be really sickening if we throw it away. Some good early chances inside the first 8 minutes here. I like it. I really like it. Nonto has had a really good second season with us. Still, you know, not necessarily a regular starter yet, but he is. When he's played, he's looked quite lively and he's caused problems. He's got quite a few assists, to be fair, playing in that number 10 role as the shadow striker. Obviously, goals there today have given El Shaarawy sort of the rest today. Flipping heck, Seppi dropping the ball. Yeah, I've given El Shaarawy a rest for this because I'm hoping he's going to deliver in the Lazio game, and I'd rather keep him a bit fresher, hopefully. Corner, come on, ramping the pressure up here. This is good. Well won. Back to Conti, and it's going to go back to Cavaldo, and it's gone back to Conti. He's finally switched out to Vizela. About 5 passes between the two of them then. Udinese is sitting so narrow. So narrow. Okay, so... I think he's offside. Is he not offside? He's onside. He's onside. Yes! Wicked delivery. Near post flick on. Beautiful. Beautiful. Obviously, it is imperative that we match. Well, I say match. We have to beat any result Atalanta get because they have the superior head-to-head difference over us. So it's not enough to match their results. We need them to drop points. Obviously, our best chance of them doing that is against Roma. And then their next game, who did I say it was against? I'll have to check. It's another potential slippy one for them. Can we counter? Can we counter? Nonto just running all the way. Took it too wide. He gave the defender a chance to cover then. Saw his name in the papers on the next day. Nonto scores superb solo goal. I mean, Udinese have made it relatively easy for us so far because they seem to be really struggling to retain possession. They seem to give the ball away. Tonali again. He's having a blinder on that side. That left-hand side of the centre midfield. Just keeps picking the ball up. Lovely. Nice. Yes! 2-0. Get in, Capaldo. Yeah, beauty. If you don't succeed, try again. Now, I hate to say it, but I think that might be us home and hosed. Look at that for the first half. 17 shots to 1. 8 shots on target to 1. XG of 2.68 to 0.1. They've had no corners, we've had 6. 70% possession to 30% possession. Talk about a dominant performance. The perfect response that I wanted to see after the Fiorentina game. Good tackle. Now, if we make it 3-0 before 60 minutes, I'm going to start making some changes because I need to keep players fit. I need to make sure they don't get injured or anything for this Lazio. Oh, a bruised ankle. Okay, you can live with that. Ahmedhodzic has just been absolutely sold then by Palombi, but a great block by Sistana. Okay. I know it's not 3-0 yet, but I'm going to make changes now. Need to keep people fit. Need to keep them fit. We'll do that for now, and then Arezzo will come on at half time. Not half time. It's been half time in about 10 minutes. Okay, this is fine. Just close the game out. Just take a little bit of time with things now. That is the game. That is the game. Sistana with his 5th goal of the season. All of them have come from set pieces. So that's 2 set piece goals in this game. Now, I did want to bring Arezzo on for his sharpness, but I'm also conscious of the fact that Conti's on a yellow card. Right, Conti, just don't get sent off. Because I know Esposito is looking really sharp, but at the same time, I don't want anything to happen to him. And it's important to get Arezzo up to sharpness, I think. Just to give him just a little bit of game time before the Lazio game, because he could be really important for us in that. Talk about emphatic response. Don't give them a goal now. Keep the clean sheet, please. You be careful there, El Shaarawy. He's got the ball. Arezzo just thought, have it. Go for the shot. Just had a thought, but it might make the video a bit too long to be going to try and watch the Atalanta game against Roma. I think it might add a little bit of unnecessary time onto the game, onto the episode. We'll just see what happens when the result comes through. I think they're kicking off at 6. Fantastic. That also does guarantee us Europa League football next season, by the way. So, it's going down to the last day. I did actually check. It was physically impossible for us to attend the Atalanta game anyway, because technically speaking, we would have still been at ours. We won. Hellas Verona won, and Atalanta won. Now, what I had completely forgotten is next Sunday, while we're away at Lazio, Atalanta are playing Hellas Verona. So, we either need an Atalanta draw or a Hellas Verona win, and that'll get us Champions League football. If Atalanta win, it doesn't really matter what we do in Rome, because we'll just stay 5th. Regardless, because even though we have a far superior goal difference over Atalanta, because they've beaten us twice this season, it doesn't matter. Head-to-head records in Serie A trumps goal difference, so it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a fun final day. Here we go, everyone. This is it. Last day of the season. I've got a feeling this might get away from us. Beating Lazio in Rome is no easy task. They won their last game as well. They beat Sampdoria, which did relegate them. So they're going to be coming into this with a little bit more confidence with the new manager, who incidentally is Nesta. We need to win, because even if if Atalanta lose and we draw, yes, we'll go above them. But Hellas Verona will leapfrog us both into that last Champions League spot. So we've got to win. That's what it comes down to. We have to win. Scary proposition. Very frustrating when we had it in our hands to an extent. All we needed to do was, just not drop those points against Sassuolo and Fiorentina. That was really annoying me because they're 12th, 13th. But let's be optimistic. So this is the team. Esposito starting. Obviously, he did score last time out. El Shaarawy's starting, Man is starting, and Valenti is starting. Obviously, we've taken out a couple of players from the game against Udinese. I think that is needed, to be honest with you. It's a completely different game here. So, like Sistana, Gomez, etc., did well against Udinese, don't get me wrong, but I think in this fixture, these sort of players, hopefully their experience will come in handy. This is when Man, as a nightmare, just doesn't play well. But we'll see. We'll see. If he has a poor game, you've got options on the bench. So my analysts and scouts were right. Lazio have gone for a little bit of a curveball with their team. They're playing 2 new debutants who, when I checked them out, didn't look the best. And they're playing them in defence. So who knows? It could be someone we can exploit. Early goal. Just as I was saying, maybe we can exploit the defence. And that's Esposito jumping. Getting the jump on, I think. Look, he tries to shove him off. Tries to shove Man off. Who's he getting in front of there? He gets ahead of... Who is it? Kmenovic. Yeah, he is one of the new ones as well. Oh, they're just reviewing it for a tight offside. He's onside. He's played onside there. Tonali with the cross. Wow. So come on, Verona, do us the favour. Do us a favour. That's good. Keep the pressure on. Yes. Oh. Come on. Another goal would be beautiful. Kill it. Just to... Yes, a goal, you lad. You top lad. 2-0 inside 10 minutes. Oh, my word. Emphatic. Emphatic. Look at the ball back, Gord drifting in. He's like, yes, I'll have it. They probably didn't say it like that because he's Scottish, but you know what I mean. Come on, we've got to put latest scores up on here. Surely not a third. No. Bit too much to ask, I think, for 3-0 inside 15 minutes. Rampant. Another highlight for us. Got to praise the lads for this. Got to keep the morale up. Atalanta Verona still 0-0. Could we do it? It's early days, still 20 minutes in. Just why are you letting him have all that space to cross the ball? Don't do that to me. I do not want to see him running forward in that much space again. Close him down. Yes, Dennis, man. Yes. It's 3-0. 3-0 inside 20 minutes. 3-0 inside 20 minutes. Whew. 3-0 inside 20 minutes at the Olimpico. I just would never have predicted this. Would never have predicted this at all. Unbelievable performance. So this could be the double over Lazio in this season. And over Juventus. Honestly, the leaps we've made this season. Oh, nearly 4-0. Could you imagine if it was 4-0 at half time? Atalanta still 0-0. Good block. Counter. Come on. Get out to him. Yes, Pizzella. Yes. What a performance in the first half. Those away fans in that corner are going to be going off their head. Honestly, if Atalanta win, all this elation is just going to go down the toilet. I'm telling you now, imagine you're going to see my face if Atalanta win. It is just going to go through the floor. No. Ugh. Nesta's obviously had words. Hairdryer treatment. You got to keep that tempo up. You know, where we were literally swarming them. We were swarming them in the first half. We got to get another goal. We need to punish them for getting that goal against us. Oh, El Shaarawy with the Rabona. El Shaarawy with the Rabona. That's what I'm talking about, though. The punishment. Watch this. Here we go. Ball comes into him. Goes past him. Rabona into Esposito. Drop back to Gold, who makes no mistake. 4-1. 4-1. Plenty of goals going in and out of the other games. Currently only 3 0-0s. One of which is Atalanta and Verona. El Shaarawy going on an absolutely amazing run. Can I just say, with the maybe the exception of Valenti because he's not directly contributed, but he's having a solid game. He just went flying in on Correa then. Lucky he didn't connect because he probably would have got sent off. The subs, El Shaarawy and Dennis Mann, have worked really, really well for us. Well, I'll say the subs, the starts, the changes he made from last week. A goal for El Shaarawy and that lovely Rabona into Esposito. An assist for Mann. Okay. I've made 2 changes. Papetti on for Conti, just for a bit more security at the back. Cancella's gone from attacking to support. And I brought this guy on, Guarneri, in for Capaldo, because Capaldo was on a yellow card. And we don't have Brugman, because he's injured. And Grassi is also injured. Bentaleb, we know. We don't want him anywhere in the team. 4-2. Okay, you know what? As long as they don't get another one. Players are tired. I'm going to leave Gold on, give him a chance to get his hat-trick. As long as he's on the pitch, he can get his hat-trick. What is going on in the Verona game? I think it's still 0-0. As it stands. I was going to say, he looked like he was offside. The linesman didn't flag. Let's go into VAR. Yeah, pull back for offside. Lovely pass from Tonali. As it stands, we're sneaking into that Champions League spot. Excuse me, he is onside. Have they given the offside for Esposito? Okay. When the pass was played, he was offside. Hello, I want to see. It's still 0-0. It's still 0-0. It's still 0-0. Still 0-0 in Atalanta. We won. We just beat Lazio 4-2 in Rome. Now, let's see. Scroll. In fact, I don't need to scroll. They're at the top. 0-0. We're still in 4th. We got the Champions League. Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What have they given us? Transfer budget of 0. 0. Surely that is going to change. You've got to be giving me a transfer budget of 0. 0. Are they kidding? Are they messing? So I'm still reeling a little bit. Obviously, we qualified, but then the board have given us no money. But we did get awarded 12.97 mil. Who's this guy, Facundo Farias? He's Argentinian, so not ideal, but he looks like he could be a decent player. Looks like he could be a very decent player. He wants to leave, 3.8 mil. See what happens with the finances, but he could be a good little player for us. Let's see what the club finances are looking like now. 11 mil. Maybe that's why they've not seen fit to give us a decent transfer budget. Let's just say next season's minimum guaranteed budget will be 2.9. Oh, that might be because I've moved some of the wages around. Okay. We'll see what happens. I might be able to shift some of those wages over. So, how many of you predicted this outcome? If you did, thank you for your faith. I will see you in a few days for a transfer episode. And and then we go next season into the Champions League with Parma. Unbelievable. Thanks for watching. Once again, if you did like this video, drop a like. And any transfer suggestions, I'm more than happy to hear them. Drop them below. And I'll see you next time. Cheers, guys. Everyone, take care. Bye.